Hello everyone, welcome back to TrevDog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Scum, and we are in Season 3, and now Episode 32. Well, I came all the way back to the airport base. There are airdrops all over the shop. I'm kind of, thinking very seriously about just continuing around the main base here and doing some improvements. I've got a ton of stuff to show you what I've been up to, kind of a lot of hours spent off camera. I started making the base a little bit bigger, so I haven't quite finished it yet, but we're getting there. I might put the NVG on so you can see a little bit better. There's still sticks on the ground and it's work in progress and blah blah blah. I made a little boo-boo at the base. Not a big boo-boo, but a little boo-boo. So I put in a cupboard for charged batteries and another one, I don't know what I was going to use it for exactly, but it was more car related, like garage related, I guess, of some sort. And then I realised later on, that wasn't the best place to put it. So it's like, there's my garage door. Oh, well look, the garage door's still open. Just that the blinking cupboards are in the way. I might end up destroying them and moving them somewhere else, but I desperately needed more storage. It was just driving me nuts. Anyhow, actually, if I take my MVG off, you can kind of see okay. I was just cooking up some corn and potatoes, and I wonder if it's still in my... Oh, there you go, like 2% of a grilled veggie left. I have to go to the loot too. So I ended up making some more storage. So out here, I put 3 chests. The middle one's not being used, but I really wanted to kind of separate some of my gear. So if you have a look, just anything seeds related, watering cans, organic fertilizer, some of the pesticides and fungicides, and there'll be a weed killer in there at some point. So anyway, so yeah, I've just got those cupboards full of miscellaneous stuff, and I wanted to separate them out. Construction stuff, oh my goodness, I just couldn't believe how many boxes of nails and bolts I've been picking up. But anyway, so they're there, got a couple of rebar cutters and some drills and other miscellaneous stuff at the bottom there, so just a general construction box, I suppose. Still kind of undercover here on the edge, which kind of worked fairly well. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I did this as well. So this little generator, I think last episode you saw it was here. I actually created a small battery charger. So it only has like a small amount of storage space. There you go. So this little smartphone battery is now charged, right? If I could in fact turn the generator off if I wanted to, but over here in the batteries cupboard, which may not stay here, the ones here are kind of fully charged, so they do look as though they go down. So like I've got 80% maximum capacity, it's at 72.3, so it's kind of discharging when I'm not using it, I suppose. And the same with this guy. I've got one on me at the moment, another 4 amp hours. That's probably the best one I've got. But I've been charging these, but like, can you see how max capacity on this one, for example, is 30%, sitting on 26. So these have been fully charged. That's 20% only. That's only 20%. So yeah, you basically just throw them in the battery charger and they charge up. But yeah, you kind of want the larger capacity smartphone batteries. These guys, if they look like they've got a decent charge in them, then I would imagine these things are going to go elsewhere. So you could put them in your MVG. But I don't think that's ideal, and you can't recharge them, so they're kind of like a once-off thing. And maybe it's meant to be used in a charge something else. I don't know, not sure, but I much prefer to use these guys. The other thing was I had some really weird stuff happen. I've got to tell you, I don't know. Just as well I kind of save the Scum files every now and again, because I came back in and I did that, and guess what? The inventory for my entire car had disappeared. Everything. All the boxes, all the loot on the side, absolutely everything. In this chest at the bottom here, it's full of fuel containers, like just all disappeared, and I went, nah. The disadvantage was I picked up my first UMP 45, which is the gun I've got in my number 1 holster slot at the moment, and then it disappeared because I had to reload the game. Anyway, went back out, did a little bit of grinding through the airport here, and found another UMP 45. So I've come back and I've fixed it all up. So 100%, 100%. Even this little pistol, which I found a HS9, is now 100%. So I've got plenty of ammo. I've got a whole bunch of 9mm sitting in my camouflage jacket, and I've got a whole bunch of 45, which is used by the UMP, in my sporran bag. So yeah, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad at all. Food and whatnot, not too bad. I have to go to the loo, apparently. So we'll just kind of do it over here on the edge. So yeah, I've been looking at, even when I had to reload the game because the car lost all of its loot, up on the second floor I was starting to build some walls and whatnot, and I had to kind of exit that. Because I've been running around a bit, doing a little bit of construction, shooting some puppets here, left, right and centre, through the airport, can you see my fame points? They're now up to 493. So it's like, oh my goodness. So I'm well and truly able to go to the mechanic at the trader now and do a little bit of trading with him. So I can just see the light through the fence there on the over to the right. It's a street lamp up in that little village up there. So still haven't done anything with the garden, but we're kind of getting there. But yeah, I decided to make the bench, put the little gas container down, which I think, if you check, 97.7 something percent full of gas. So we could get a gas stop top going and a few other bits and pieces. I had to put these little boxes down, so don't forget, if you're new to Scum, you build a big cupboard, it just stays there, you can't kind of move it, right? If you build a small one, you can just drag it around the place. So at the moment I've got my car seat stuck in there with a chainsaw, because it's the only place I can fit it, and then I've got a bumper in this one. So yeah, and I might end up leaving this wall for all these little boxes so that I can just pick them up and put them in a vehicle and take them to the mechanic or whatever sort of thing. I was actually wondering also off camera whether Scum might end up allowing you to build your own hoist. I know Nord would like that idea, so being a mechanic that he is, yeah, you'd like to have a few hoists in here where you can do your own proper servicing rather than having to use the car jack. But yeah, just another one of those things. Just looking at this part of the base here, it just looks so good. It just, I don't know, some of the stuff that they've been doing recently, I don't know, it's just awesome. Absolutely blinking awesome. It feels like a real survivalish moment, I think, to me. That you can build a little table and you can put, and I did put the charger down, and I've left the game and come back a couple of times and it's still there, so thank goodness that doesn't disappear. And I guess the plan is, on this table, make another couple of battery chargers. So if you have a look under your crafting menu, this is the one that I just made, the small battery charger, but look, there's a medium and there's also a large. So this little guy, probably the biggest issue, it's not the masking tape, it's not the bolts, it's not the wire, it's the electrician's tools or electrical tool kit kind of thing. Then if you go up to, I mean in terms of trying to find it, the medium battery charger, yeah, adds a bit more to it, I guess. There's a couple of planks in there, a bit more scrap. Most of these things are pretty straightforward. Maybe the car battery cable, maybe, I don't know. We could do that one as well. I'm not sure, but I've got a funny feeling, even though I haven't built one yet, I take it that the medium one does what the small one does, but maybe gives you a few more slots. That's what I'm thinking. But I have a feeling now the large battery charger is only going to produce, or is only going to allow you to charge the large batteries. So very similar, not much difference. It needs an improvised toolbox, or probably another type of toolbox. If we, yeah, any toolbox, I would imagine. Yeah. But just a few more resources. So this is the one I would love to make. So I'm just thinking, why don't we just make it now? Try it, see what it's like. I don't know how much of this it needs. I've got a full 25. I did use these before too. I've got these. See, I've got this kind of cupboard with a fair few toolkits now, which is really good. Then off camera, I did build some more of these. You know, the improvised ones. So we'll grab one and throw it. We'll just throw some of this stuff into our where was it? Toolboxes. We'll try that. What else was there? Masking tape. Oh, I'm keen to see what it looks like, what it does. What else did I need? Was it? I think it was wire. So I'll take some wire. I'm not sure if it's gonna say there's not enough. Maybe need some more wire or something. Bolts and nails and wood and a battery charger cable. So hang on. Probably the easiest thing to do here. Scroll to the top. Take out 10 nails and 10 bolts. Gotta have a look though. I hope I haven't. I'm pretty certain I've got a battery charger cable somewhere. See, all this miscellaneous loot that's in here is just ridiculous. See, I've got another electricity generator. Oh, these small containers, I'll show you in a sec. I've been using them to fill the generator, but you know what? Doesn't use much. So there's the battery charger cable. So in here, little gasoline. So right next to the generator, I've just got this little small box, and I can fit quite a few of these in. But you know what? I filled this up probably a couple of days ago in Scum, and have a look at this. It's gone down just under 90% in a few days. So if you fill it up with about, I think it took about 10 litres of gasoline, or 11 litres to fill the whole thing, it would last at least a whole week. So that's with it running. Like, you may not be running it all the time. So yeah, I think that's awesome. It's pretty fuel efficient, I think. What else do I need? Planks of wood, I think. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's missing. Just 4 planks of wood. So we can either go and cut up. We might actually end up cutting up a log, I think. There's some in there, but I was using that to keep the fire burning, just putting planks of wood in. How about we just grab, not that we've got a lot in here, but we'll grab one of these guys. I'm going to put them back in my inventory probably, so how about if we just, oh, hang on. I just realised I'd put my axe back in the car. We could still do it in here, but the only issue is you often end up with planks disappearing. Can I... how many can I... yeah, I can fit 4 in there. Alright, let's just do it out the front here on the concrete. I might put my MVG on so you can see a bit better. So hopefully, yeah, once I cut up the 4 planks here, we'll try making a large battery charger and see how it all works. Actually, can I just make it here? Let's just see. So I've got everything, I think. What am I missing? It's possible, I've seen this happen before, where possibly this wire, it doesn't tell you that it might actually need 10. That could be the only problem. So hang on. I wasn't going to do it, it was just easier just to leave the planks on the ground, but we'll carry these with us in the hiking bag so we've got everything. Then, if I go back over here... oh, was it in here? Oh, I can see one anyway. There's a few more wire. So I think there was 8 there and 8 there. I'm not sure whether that combines together to make the amount needed. We'll just see. Yeah, so it could be that. I know I've got 10 bolts. See, it doesn't actually tell you though. That's the problem, I guess. Wooden planks, the nails, improvised toolbox, or whatever other toolbox. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, it's saying 3 car battery cables. Oh man, Didn't even notice that. I saw a second one in here. Oh, geez, have we got enough? We might have to go for a run to over to the airport garages and see if we can find another battery cable. There's a second one. So I don't think there's any more there. There could be some. Could be in the wheelbarrow. Is there any in the wheelbarrow? No, there's a bit of miscellaneous stuff in here. I need to sort that out as well, but this chest might have them as well. This is where I was keeping a lot of my food and whatnot. Yeah, it always happens every time I start Scum. You know, everything's a bit messy because you're just throwing everything left, right and centre, I guess. Well, you know what? I don't think I can see a third battery charging cable. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. I can't think of... I don't think it'd be in the weapons cupboard, because I think this is really just weapons. Worth having a quick look through though. I've got so much stuff just sitting in here at the moment that, yeah, it really does need to be sorted, but there's even a couple of toolkits down there that shouldn't be in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it without going for a bit of a look around. You know what I might do? Just in the bottom of this chest, I am just going to put all of this stuff that I've got so far, and then I can just pull it back out again. So that's the whole list of these. Put my planks back in. Thinking in terms of the airport, the only place that I know that I have seen battery charging cables really is in those garages over there. So I bet we go for a bit of a run over there. Don't stand in the fire, dude. Oh well. I mean, that's really amazing that, you know, he's got full battery charge at the moment, and it'll go down a bit, and then we just put it back on charge. I guess technically you only need a couple of batteries, one that you're using and one that you charge up again, or, you know, perhaps you might go through 2 or 3 batteries a night, so I guess you could use half a dozen for that reason. Keep some fully charged. Let's see. Don't see anyone in the way. There's a guy over there. Don't hear a beeper. I hate it when I stop the car and I'm just getting out when I see someone, and then they see me and run over to me. It's like, no, not the best timing. Gun, Trev, gun. Alright, let's see. I was here recently, so I'm just hoping that everything's come back. There. Oh. No, it's only got one, but still. There's an extra container that I can fill up the petrol station, I guess. Don't need the bra. Holy dilly, game. What's going on? Is this the small gasoline container thing day or something? See what I mean? Like, it's so easy just to pick up a whole bunch of loot. Can join them. Oh. Oh. There's some good stuff there. Oh! Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. That's what we were chasing. Alright. Seeing as we're over here. No, I was just thinking it looks a little bit like a suicide puppet, but no. Alright, the top one has bags. I did find another couple of bags too while I was off doing other things. Equip that. Let's go back in and grab this gear. So yeah, I didn't realise that it actually needs 3 charging cables. Damn it! Where did I see that other thing? Yeah. try the stove too, that would be kind of interesting. Now that we've got the gas container, I guess we can do that. Not taking the bad padlocks, but I was taking a fair few of the better quality ones as well. Hang on, just let me check something. So the medium one just says 1 battery charging cable. That says none, small one. Small one says none. Medium one says 1, and the advanced one says 3. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's what the problem was, but all we can do is take back... Oops. Come across. Yes, just this whole thing of being able to do that kind of charging your batteries and looking after stuff like that is it's just amazing. I think Scum have done such a good job. There's 2 batteries there. Well, there you go. We can hopefully make the battery charger and test out charging these batteries, maybe. What have we got? Another one of these. 4.8 amp hours. It's not a bad battery, that one. What's this one like? 8.2. Holy dooly. Alright, well hopefully that's done it then. We only needed the 1 battery charger. We could do a little looting as well, I suppose, but no, we'll take it back to the base. Try this out. I did do a few drops too. Got a little bit of gear from the drops, I suppose. I got a hiking bag from the drop. There was something else I got from the drop I wanted to mention too, a bit unusual. What was that? I know I got a couple of, remember how I went to the trader early on to buy 2 fuel containers? I did actually find a fair few more fuel containers. Whoops. You actually line it up, Trev, that would be good. I like the idea of just backing in, then he just takes off kind of thing. It's not that hard, but you know, you kind of have to reverse your fingers the way you're thinking. Alright, well, we'll turn that off. So over here... Actually, we need to get rid of this gear, don't we? Let me just put back these other batteries. I'll leave these at the top here. I know what I'll do. I'll put this toolkit. Did I actually put it? Oh, I did. There you go. You know, these are worth keeping anyway because they're just worth so much. If you're looking for something to sell, yeah, they do make a bit of dough. Alright, let's just put these in here. I've kind of made myself a bit more space. If you have a look right at the bottom here, look. This is where I've been collecting padlocks galore. So I do I do need a security chest made pretty quickly as well. In fact, the one next to where I am at the moment, to the right there, I was actually thinking seriously about using it as the security chest, but I might put it a bit further inside the base, maybe. Pardon me. It's a pity you can't just make stuff from in the chests. Like if you've got the gear, then off you go, kind of thing. I think if I do this, I should be able to grab it all. What did I do with the... Oh, I think I know. I had changed over my things, didn't I? So back in the car, bring out that one, open inventory. This guy. I'll have to go back and sort that out a bit later. Okay, can we do it now? Craft. Yay! That's pretty cool. So yeah, you just got to remember it's 3 of the battery charging cables. Wow. Ah, how come it starts off at... Oh, because I suppose it's improvised, isn't it? Holy doolies. She's big. Alright, let's see. How big does it sit on the... Holy dooly, look at that. Looks pretty cool, though. Hang on, that looks like a computer fan on the back there. Can I just want to grab you and rotate you around. I think this would be the front, I think. Maybe like that. Hang on. Yeah, it looks pretty blinking cool. I mean, I guess because it's improvised as well, but how cool is that? So if you just hold down F on it, you can turn it on, you can repair... Hang on, what am I repairing it with? Hang on. Oh, because I've got my electrician's toolkit, that's why. Alright, hang on. Let me just sort this out for a sec. Because I'm going to try charging a battery as well. I think that's pretty cool. We'll get to see how all that works, which I'm kind of looking forward to. So we'll just throw the bolts up into here. I can reorganize them later. I actually don't want to use this small toolkit if I can help it to repair it. But I would imagine I'm probably going to be using it quite a bit. So this one's got 60 odd on it, so I'm going to use it instead. Now if I go repair, so that's, oh, it used the whole toolkit. Wow. Oh well, we've got a brand new, spanking new. I had to do that for the small one as well. It needed repairing. Oh, there you go. Okay. So cool. Go and get a battery, turn it on, and we'll see what it looks like and how long it's going to take. 32. That's the best battery I've got. 32.6 amp hours. The maximum capacity is 80, 90, 90. Oh, those two batteries I picked up were awesome. What about these 60% max? Oh, 100%. Ooh. 60, 70. How about we try the one that's 100? It'll take longer to... Well, actually, how much charge is in here? Oh, only 0.8. Okay, this is going to take... probably take a whole week to charge the battery. Hang on. So if I put it in there, and then we turn it on... Yeah, that's a bit of time. Okay. Oh wow, it's chewing through 6 amps to charge the battery. My fuel might go down. Oh, there you go. It went from 10 watts to 50 watts. Okay. What's the little guy doing? It's not doing anything at the moment, so I could turn it off. That means that'll drop to 40. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess obviously the power consumption is going to go up a little bit. Sorry, the petrol consumption is going to go up a little bit. But still, what is that at? 88%. So if you grab your gasoline though, we'll try it again. Hang on, is that the... Hang on, which one did I use before to fill it up with? Yeah, let's just try this. So we want to add fuel from small gasoline, 100%. It won't let me do any more at the moment, which makes sense. How much did that drop down by? Looks like it went from 20 to 19. So I think because it was down about 10%, I think it does chew through about 10, whatever you want to call it, litres maybe, to fill the entire generator. So at the moment, if I check, we're on 99.98 or whatever it is. So yeah, it's pretty much fully fueled up. And it looks like you can fit 3 batteries in there at once. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty amazing. So now if you kind of have a battery but it doesn't look like it has enough charge to start a vehicle, you can just make this. See, I think this is... I love this. I think this is really such a cool survival element. Being able to set yourself up. Oh, it is cool. I absolutely love it. Just absolute kudos to the Scum devs. What a good idea. And this just feels so nifty, having a base and setting all this stuff up. And it's really... I know it's not PvP, and it's not battling other people and stuff, but it's still survival, still feels cool. Warm and fuzzy feeling that you get when you kind of muck around with survival games and what have you. I love it. Anyhow, I need to do something about food. So I think... Now don't forget, I'm not the best at cooking stuff. And I haven't gone through lots of recipes. I don't really want it to be here. The cooking stuff needs to be upstairs. So I'm just... that's why I started putting food and that in the little chest so I could move them upstairs a bit easier. But we'll try cooking. So I've got a saucepan. I did have a saucepan. Where's my saucepan? How come it doesn't show? I think it's there, but it's not actually showing. Like, it should be like that. What the... Did I just put my own fire out, or that was just the timing of it, maybe? Inventory. Give me that, and give me a lighter for the fire. So we will fill the fuel. I just did that before, you know. That goes down real quick. Fine. We'll start the fire again. Cook food, pan, barbecue, grilled veggies. And this is all I've been doing, just putting the potato there and starting it. It kind of says 2 minutes, but yeah, it certainly doesn't take a full 2 minutes of game time to play. Sorry, to cook it, kind of thing. And I can never cook it properly. It always says badly cooked for me. I don't know whether that's because I'm not adding optional ingredients or I'm burning it. I've taken it out just before it gets to 0 seconds and just after. Doesn't seem to make much difference, so here we go. Just gone over. It says badly cooked. I don't know. Still seems to look alright. He seems to still do well out of eating it, but I must say though, the grilled stuff, yeah, it doesn't do a lot. It's only a small meal when you think about just one grilled piece of corn or potato or whatever. I did notice though, it does look as though it is a little bit better than just eating it raw though. So seeing as I've got a fire, I might as well do it that way. So my metabolism after eating one, I think I might have had a little bit in my stomach, but I'm at roughly 28%. Don't miss picking it up, Trev. It'll burn it. So there is, yeah, there's that soup cookbook that I've got as well. I've only got one, I think, here. I must go back to some of the other bases and have a look around, because I've got a feeling I've left cookbooks somewhere else. He's a bit hot standing next to the fire, he is. Let him go through and eat this. What's he look like now? 39%. Yeah, it doesn't add a lot. 10-12% sort of thing. I do have a few more like MREs on me and in the cupboard here, and a few other snacks I could chow down on. I don't particularly like going through the chocolate, and I don't really like using the MREs unless I really have to, but yeah, wouldn't mind if there was like half a dozen of these instant oatmeal boxes and stuff. Like, should really go up to the big city there, to the grocery store up there, the big supermarket, and go through that a couple of times. Get a bit more food. Anyhow, also on the base here, I started putting up all these structural pieces because I wanted to fill in the roof and so on. But I was thinking, yeah, this base is going to go that way a fair bit further because, oops, we're kind of going to end up with all these ramps running along here and all these garages in here so I can keep, you know, certain vehicles. It'll be fun doing that, I don't mind. I mean, either that or I'd end up doing them up and just selling them again. I think Jimmy was mentioning that in the comments, and I'm going, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can actually do both. Have a garage full of different vehicles and stuff, and even, you know, have a vehicle or two at some of the outposts and stuff. So that's kind of the plan. You think about the playability and longevity of the game. It's just like you can do so much in Scum. It's just unbelievable how much you can do. But yeah, so, oh well, that's pretty cool. I don't know if we really need to make the medium battery charger. I've got one to do the smart batteries. I mean, maybe the medium one can do, you know, one large battery and a couple of small, but if it did, well, not much point making it. Unless I make it and take it to another base or something like that, I could do that. And if you're wondering too, by the way, if you see this thing that says show range, anything that you put within that vicinity can then run from the electrical generator. So it just saves having to, stuff around trying to put wires down and all that. So then you can just click on it again and say hide. So yeah, it works really well. But yeah, I think in one way, I've got a few other things that I need to do. I'd like to get down to where Jimmy was suggesting the fish factory. Want to do that. He'd also mentioned about the police station, so I want to go and visit a few more police stations. And there's kind of there's a reason for it, and that is that in here, wherever I've got a double up of a gun, so especially the pistols, there's block 21 there, 91%, one here at 63%. So it's like what I kind of should be doing is grabbing this one and going, I want to make that a really good gun, but this one here is the one I'd like to disassemble. So if I come over to my improvised toolkits, I click on the worst one and I say disassemble. Uses some of the improvised toolkit. There's the parts. Last time I did this, it was on the roof. I couldn't even find them. So now I've got this in my inventory. I can just right click and say repair. So it's kind of the same as having a weapons repair kit, but it can last quite a lot longer. So I should really be doing that. I really need a bigger chest than what I've got. Might just put that over there. So I should be able to do that. Once you collect a fair few of the same gun, you can make one of them at least a... see, there's another one. So if I had the M9... oh, they're both very close. That's actually slightly better. Actually, I didn't really pay any attention then. That's got 9 out of 30. Can I disassemble... what's it drop down from? 9... oh no, it only dropped down to 8, so it doesn't use much. So there we go, got that one. So we can repair that. So yeah, I was just thinking, yeah, and if you want to keep them as spare guns, fantastic. But what happens if you just want to sell them? Back to the trader or whatever. Like, that's the way to do it. Collect a few of them, and then just sell them back and get the highest amount of money possible. So yeah, that's another thing that I've kind of been thinking about doing. Oops. Come on, Scum. There you go. So yeah, I've just been thinking, yeah, like Jimmy was saying, oh, the police stations, and they were definitely full of heaps of guns, heaps of weapons and whatnot. So I want to go and visit a few more. But yeah, I'd really just wanted to show everyone where I was up to in the base building, especially this main base. Still want to go back up to the C2 bunker type base and finish a bit more of that off. And there's a little car sitting there. There's a Laker sitting there that needs to be fixed. That just needs a wheel. So I just go over probably to the mechanic and buy a wheel now that I've got over 400 fame points, and bring it back, and it will be fine. I've got the little red tank that's sitting just in the town, just north of the C2 trader. Remember, it was missing a car seat, which is what I've got here. So this actual car seat is actually the little red tank, the WW, seat front left. It was exactly what I was chasing. And remember, was it an episode or two ago when I was down at the scrapyard? Guess what I found? The exact car seat that I need to run the little red car. So that's another job we need to do. So yeah, there'll be a point where we just start to collect more and more bits and pieces, make more and more cars. Where was the other thing the other day? Oh, I think it's... trying to remember which one it was. I think it's that large aircraft hangar over there. I think that's the one that has the... what was it? Trying to think where I was. I think that was it. It had another version of this dirt bike, and it was just missing the front wheel. It's the same thing again. I just need to go to the mechanic now that I've got over 400 fame points, and go and buy some gear and fix up some of the vehicles and whatnot. Yeah, no, it was definitely in the airport area that I saw the bike. I'm sure it was, because I was thinking, oh, that's cool, so that's not too far away from here. So if you bring it back here, You can then, once you locate another vehicle that's a fair way away, I can just almost trade the motorbike for the decent vehicle, if you know what I mean. Leave the motorbike there. It's a shame you don't have like tow bar on the back of your vehicle with a trailer or something, so you can go and pick up other cars and bikes and bicycles and whatnot and put them in the trailer and then bring them home. I mean, that would be another cool thing. I don't know, just another idea I'm floating around. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, I really love the base so far. Love the game so far. I mean, finally getting a vehicle makes a big difference, and it takes a little bit to get it. But yeah, I love it at the moment, and it's opened up so many doors for doing heaps more stuff. So hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I'll have to leave it here, but yeah, next episode we'll be doing a little bit more running around, possibly the police station or the fish factory, or I might even do the yeah, I'm not sure. I might do the police station just off camera and just see if I can grab a few more parts and bring them back. But certainly want to do the fish factory pretty soon. Go down and get a whole ton of food. But I kind of need to make a few more chests so I can. Oh, I'll probably just make another small chest here and just absolutely fill it chockers with sardines and tuna. Anyway, alright everyone, I will leave the episode here. Really hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you can really help the channel out by smashing the like button for the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.